well over a decade, the European Institute for Human Sciences has been training new imams designed specifically for the European continent. It is purely an Islamic theology center that was carved out of a children's holiday center in the forests of Burgundy, France. However, unlike what the name implies, there is nothing scientific about the institution. It does not currently offer students any real degree, nor has any of its anonymous faculty members authored any peer-reviewed scientific papers, according to the Institute's own website. What it does offer are certificates and diplomas in Arabic language and a higher license in Islamic law. Those seeking a Master of Arts or a philosophy doctorate will have to wait. The European Institute for Human Sciences website indicates that these courses will be available soon. Despite these limitations, the Institute operates under the banner of the Union of Islamic Organizations in France, also known as the UOIF. The UOIF is known to have close ties to the highly conservative Muslim Brotherhood, which is responsible for the rise of Sharia law and other extreme viewpoints around the globe. Critics of the Institute include members of the secular Muslim community of France who are concerned about the encroachment of its radical worldview. President of the Middle East Studies Center in Paris, Antoine Shreve, addressed the issue in these words. For a long time, the UOIF has been trying to infiltrate the cogs of state and assume control of the Muslim community by marginalizing secular Muslims. These people are a real threat to secularism. Beta Israel, or Ethiopian Jews, are members of a Jewish community that arrived in Ethiopia after the diaspora. In March of 1977, it was determined that they would immigrate back into Israel under the Israeli law of return, leading many others over the years who had converted to Christianity or Islam to convert back to Judaism. In November of 2010, the Israeli government decided to finally repatriate nearly 8,000 Ethiopian Jews, initiating Operation Wings of Doves. 1,800 of those original groups still remain, but Jewish agency official Asher Fentahan Seyum hopes to bring them to Israel before the end of the year. However, thousands who consider themselves Jews will still be left behind in squalid mud huts in the Gondor region. Known as Falash Murah, there are Christian converts who returned to the practice of Judaism, but who cannot establish that they have a matrilineal Jewish line or that they practice strict Orthodox Judaism. The new government in Myanmar claims to be committed to ending the violence, which has displaced 22,587 Muslim refugees, known as Rohingyas, who fled Bangladesh back in 1992. The government, which replaced a military junta last year, have thus far been ineffectual at halting the attacks. Rohingya witnesses claim that police officers stood by or even fired shots into fleeing crowds of victims as members of the majority Buddhist Urk Ain set fire to homes and attacked Rohingyas with swords on October 30th. The Buddhist sect dominates the region, located 75 miles south of the capital of Satwi. Satellite images of the coastal village of Kayapuri, where the refugees had made homes, shows total devastation by fire of the former Muslim quarter. According to the official estimates, 84 Rohingya have been killed across the state and around 3,000 homes destroyed. But an unarmed Buddhist Urk Ain in the village said the accusation was untrue. According to his version, given to a Reuters reporter by telephone, the Muslim attacked and fought with swords. However, they were overwhelmed by Urk Ain. The Muslims then set fire to their own houses as a last resort and ran away. In recent decades, we have seen how the Catholic Church selects a new pope. and we have all been recently inundated with information on the U.S. Electoral College and the democratic process of selecting a U.S. president. When you mix the two together and throw in a little bit of lottery fever on top, you get some idea of the Coptic system of selecting a new church leader. The Copts are a Christian sect that split from Rome centuries before the Reformation. They recently had quite a bit to weather, what with the Egyptian Spring, the rumors that their church had backed the inflammatory movie Innocence of Muslims, and the passing this March of Pope Shenouda III at the age of 88. From an original pool of 5 candidates, 2,256 officially selected voting members of the church whittled the pool down to a final 3. From there, fate, or divine providence, or blind luck, is employed as a blindfolded child selects the new pope's name. The infidel congratulates and echoes the hope of Sameh Nazeh, a 39-year-old Copt whose wife was one of the selected voters, who said, "I hope that he will have the patience and wisdom of Pope Shenouda as times are tough for both Christians and Muslims, for all Egyptians."